There's this narrative going around that the record labels then they cheat them signees. Do you think that's the case?
See, I never for once thought that labels shortchange or say cheat talent or artists. What you must know from the onset is that the label is a business.
Okay.
You see,
Talk to me.
it's a business somebody has set up, heavily invested in, with the hope to what?
Bring returns.
Yes.
Make profit.
Fetching returns or dividends or whatever it is.
Yep.
It is not it's not a charity organization.
Okay.
It is not there to make money, to make you rich. Nah. It's a business that the person wants to make money from.
Okay.
Now, I see most talents or most artists are greedy.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
Well, if it is greed way they do them.
Okay.
Now, you from nowhere, when nobody knew you,
Okay. You were struggling.
You were a risk somebody had to take.
Okay.
Now, from nowhere they picked you, they gave you a life. Okay. I can say they gave you a life. They gave you a house, gave you a car, pay for your studio sessions, coaching, sometimes having to through grooming and training, everything.
Yeah.
So all those times, the talents tends to write that part of their life off when they become famous.
Okay.
And so they begin to measure their life or the success from the time where they beginning to count the successes.
Yeah.
Say, now that I have become big, my son is out there, my son is gone viral, I have made this number of S streams and this alone should have given me this. If I were my own manager, all this money should have come to me. Yeah. Forgetting the parts.
Okay.
When you were nobody, somebody bought you a car, somebody gave you a house. Do you know how much all that cost?
Okay. But looking
on somebody's pocket.
But looking at it from the artist's angle, right? Don't you think it's just fair that you've done all that investment? Now there's hope that I'm the deal, right? I'm making hits and all that. Don't you think it's just fair that you don't give me what I'm due?
That is why it was a contract and agreement you entered into from the get-go.
Okay, but
so you signed that.
Yeah.
This is what will be my money. This is what will be my salary. This is this and this. This is with the split. This and this, and you are entitled to.
Yeah.
You see. So why are the people why do they become concerned only when the money becomes huge?
Because now I'm bringing in you.
See,
don't you think it's just fair?
That's why they say. Then tell them a big eye. This is still they watch the bag inside.
But don't you think it's just fair that at that stage we revisit the contract and review it?
Contracts can be reviewed. We signed a contract that if you play every show, you split the returns into 3 parts. You take one, the label take one. The one goes into maybe the things. Maybe initially you've only been making 10,000 series, 10,000 whatever shows. Now that one day you are not concerned. You are not moved. Only when you start playing $50,000, $30,000 show, then that's when you become concerned that you are being shortchanged or you are being cheated.
Okay. Don't see, one could argue that most of these artists, right, because they are desperate and all those things, they sign some of these contracts from the place of them being naive, right? So along the way, right, they realize what they've done, and then they are just calling for revisits of the contracts. And don't you think because these record labels know that these kids or these artists, they are naive, they are desperate, right? They take advantage of them.
Okay.
Don't you think that could also be the case?
It's a contract. So assuming you sign onto a label for 5 years, 10 years.
Yep.
You are bound by everything that you sign to. You sign on to. Okay. So to that 10-year this thing is due, you cannot make noise. If your this is not you want to go, then you have to pay the label their things.
Yeah.
Or they are due before you go your way. Other than that, remain silent to when your time is due, then you exit. Yeah. Then you don't renew, then you go your way.
You go your way.
Sally, maintaining a label, my guy, it's not a piece of cake.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bro, it's demanding. Financially demanding and requiring. Somebody money they go inside you don't know.
You don't know, yeah.
They go fly, you go Dubai, go shoot video. Do you know how much is involved?
Yeah.
Then you just get up, say you have made this extremes and about this, then you feel you are being cheated. It be greed be that.